Hey everybody, I'm Josh.
I'm Jace.
We're here to watch the last of the Terminator from Nostalgia Critic Reviews.
I'm going to enjoy some ice cream while we do that.
Yeah. Terminator Dark Fate. This is the only one I haven't seen. Let me tell you this, okay? I flew in from Arizona, was it the day before yesterday, and I actually saw somebody watching this on the plane. That's how bad it's a plane movie. That's what it is.
You know, it reminds me. Now, The Last of Us Part 2. I've been seeing. I actually enjoy the game. The story could have been way better. There's a lot of things wrong with the story. The gameplay I enjoy. I'm actually almost done with Ellie's part in a permadeath playthrough. But one thing I saw, someone took a picture and put it on a Reddit tag. What it? Reddit
post?
A Reddit thread. That's what it is. A
Okay.
Reddit thread.
Okay.
And they took a picture because they were at the store and they saw The Last of Us Part 2 physical copy. It was only like $17.99. And next to it was a fucking Jumanji video game that said $19.99. And most people don't think this means anything. What they're trying to point out is that The Last of Us is so bad. The Last of Us Part 2 is so bad that Jumanji for the PlayStation would be a better and more enjoyable game. I don't believe that shit. That's what it kind of sounds like for what you're saying. Oh, it's a plane movie now.
No, but
The Last of Us is now a plane video game.
So this is the only movie I haven't seen. The only thing I know about it is that they brought back the actress who played Sarah Connor in the first two movies, Linda Hamilton.
Good.
Linda Hamilton.
Good.
You say good, but I don't think it means anything.
Should have the same cast. They shouldn't be changing the cast.
I don't know if Arnold's in this one. And then
He's in the poster.
He was? Okay, then he's probably in it. And then, which means he's probably going to die, because all the Terminators die. And then, something to do with there's a new cast. I think the girl in this one was like the girl from like the last Transformers movie. I'm not talking about Bumblebee, I'm talking about the one that we didn't see. Last night.
Was she also in Age of Extinction?
No. It's a new girl.
Alright, well, I have no idea.
And then there's like a short-haired blonde woman who I think is supposed to be like the protector of that character. And there's a pretty cool fight scene that I saw where she's like beating the fuck out of this Terminator with a sledgehammer in like this factory that where they build cars and shit or something. Some kind of factory. I'm like, this looks cool. And what's cool about it is that, so you know how there's like this model that they're fighting. There's the metal skeleton, but it also has liquid metal. And you think, well, like a skeleton with a liquid, it can't go through bars. What's the point? But the liquid and the metal skeleton can act independently from each other. So it's like 2v1, like 2-in-1. Yeah. So I think that's pretty cool. That's better than what the Terminator was in T3.
Except we're talking about a movie that's probably gonna suck ass.
Oh, it's probably gonna be. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, let's find out.
Enjoyable.
All right, here goes. Let's lose some brain cells.
Fucking brain cells. Let's go. Oh. Hello.
So you sent me back a week ago.
Yes, to restore the timelines, you must finish out Terminator Month.
But there's only 5 weeks in March and 6 Terminator films.
That is why we've sent you back from April to March.
So by reviewing the Terminator movie from 2019, the world won't be destroyed by the squirrel people?
Sure.
That is your destiny.
Wait, squirrel people?
It seems there's truly no fate, but what we make for ourselves. Do you care? I just wanted to talk about Dark Fate.
Yeah, I don't think anyone gives a shit.
Yeah, but run the thing.
That's pretty. That's pretty funny. Last time we're gonna get that logo.
Well, we finally reached the end of Terminator Month plus a week, and I'm happy to say that this franchise goes out on a high note.
Does it?
In that you'd have to be high to go out on this note.
Terminator Dark Fate.
Well, apparently getting good reviews from critics and audiences.
Really? Look at that.
Most of the people I've talked to have less than enthusiastic praise for Terminator Dark Fate. It bombed pretty hard.
Maybe it isn't the girl from last
That's why I never-
Transformers.
Sequel boot imagine.
That's why I never
Well, I don't
trust
think it's as bad as Genesis.
tomato
Can't
meters
really call
or
it a return to
reviews or
form either.
whatever.
There are some cool things that return.
Arnold.
James Cameron as a writer-producer.
Really?
Linda Hamilton as one of the leads. And that sorely missing R rating that gave these films such a needed edge.
It's not rated
We
R!
got the return of gray, ugly-ass CGI. Almost beat for beat, the exact same plot threads. And oh boy, everybody's favorite I Understand Dark Geek Stuff writer, David Goyer.
No!
The tragedy is the film does have one or two new and interesting elements in it, but it's so bound to the same tired shit we're so sick of seeing that it's hard to get invested in.
That's true.
So, is it worth digging through these skulls of dead ideas to find those nuggets of unique life? Let's
Oh, look at that! The
Terminator Month
Terminator's,
with
one of the Terminator's eyes got messed up, but it's the glowing red eye.
This is Terminator
Never see that.
Dark Fate. The film starts off as if to remind us, see, we got the best performer in these movies back, we're all good again. But see if this rings a bell. We see Judgment Day again with the metal skeleton shooting everything up. But they're coming out of the water this time, so different!
Different!
Okay, to their credit, this film actually has a really attention-getting intro.
What is it?
We see Sarah and John Connor right after Terminator 2 hiding out.
Wait,
The
what?
computer effects here are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Even bringing in Eddie Furlong for the motion capture.
Whoa!
It's not perfect, but it's pretty well handled.
That's-
Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars. It's them that we're given.
What about Star Wars?
Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh my god! Oh my god!
And no, this isn't a dream. They don't time travel later to retcon all this. John Connor is killed by the Terminator in the first few minutes. Despite this film bombing, I predicted this scene alone was going to get a ton of hits on YouTube. And as of now, it's almost at 2 million. And it's understandable. It's a jarring scene.
What the
I know characters
fuck?
die all the time in movies. It practically means nothing, but it's so odd seeing a child icon who literally was a child shot dead. In a franchise with sequels made of forgettable moments, this is a moment I'm not gonna forget.
Oh my god!
Cut to
Whoa,
present
whoa,
day
whoa,
when, of
whoa,
course,
whoa.
somebody is sent back in time again. And how
Oh.
are they getting worse at these drop-offs? Before they hid them in discrete locations, but now it's department store windows, highways, under the highways.
Smacking against the bars.
Where they land, they land.
Solo estamos tratando de ayudar a la muchacha.
This is Grace, played by Mackenzie Davis, who can not only travel through time, but also Snyder it, speeding it up and slowing it down whenever she wants.
She's enhanced.
Don't thank me yet.
Did you have to take my bra too? Naturally, someone else
Okay.
is sent back, and okay, can you at least place them on the ground?
Wow, they are getting
Right
bad
to
at
the
this.
And they're not dodging bullets with Bruce Willis in World War I. This is the Rev 9, played by Gabriel Luna, who does a really good job and is appropriately charming and creepy at the same time. But I'm just gonna say it, he looks like Mexican Pee-wee.
Feliz Navidad.
Oh
We're then
jeez.
introduced to Danny, played by Natalia Reyes, who lives in Mexico and is pissed some workers are being replaced with machines. She's quickly located by Grace and the Rev 9, who is disguised as her dad.
Oh! This is what I remember from the trailers.
But he has a robotic skeleton just like my father.
Oh wait a minute. Fuck him up!
So the good news is, for as lame looking as the large action sequences are, the fight scenes are actually pretty sweet. Grace is a human with robotic parts built into her, and the way she moves completely...
Kind of like the guy from Terminator 4.
This is also the same guy who directed Deadpool, so he knows a thing or two about how to shoot a kick-ass fight sequence. It gets a little boring, though, when they take the fight to the road. Not that I don't appreciate this is one of the few live-action pieces that isn't all CG, but let me guess. Heroes in a small vehicle, villains in a big vehicle, cars get smashed aside, and something big blows up. Glad the other films aren't canon anymore, so we have a nice fresh foot to start out on, huh? We see what the Rev 9 is, a sort of mix between the T-800 and T-1000, as he can shapeshift his skin, but still
Walk into
has a
him.
functioning
Oh,
endoskeleton.
that's really cool!
A cool idea that the film does thankfully take advantage of a lot of the time.
Oh, he walked through the bars! They're gonna play is he gonna play the Pee-wee noises? He's playing the Pee-wee noises the whole time.
What's the point of having them be separate?
I'm starving.
You can outnumber him.
Word of advice advice, never get close to a person being protected in a Terminator movie.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh no, my friend, fiance, cousin? Brother, of course! They had so much screen time, I should have known that!
I was about to say, who is this
They're
guy?
saved by Sarah Connor, though, who I will give props is the only person to sell this callback in any of these sequels.
Come with me if you want to
I'll be
live.
back.
She just said it like, yeah, who gives a shit? It's a line in a script.
Oh, be back. She didn't ham it up. I love
A
it.
rather odd addition to this character, Grace has health problems.
I need any anticonvulsant, insulin, benzodiazepine.
Perdón.
Yeah, the person they sent back in time and mechanically enhanced to save humanity constantly needs medicine, is short of breath, and spends half her time passed out.
What the fuck?
I have to protect you.
Make it make sense.
Me if you want to live. Oh, Christ, how is this 60-year-old more fit than me? Speaking of which, Connor finds the two of them and carries the protector into the car, who then has the ovaries to say back off after she saved her life.
I can rip your throat out if you piss me off, so don't.
Ah.
If you put her in danger, or you get in my way,
I will pass out.
I had some very aggressive dreams when I was blacked out. I dreamt you were as small as, well, as you are now.
That's pretty funny.
One of the things I like about Connor being in this is she can help them disappear off the grid and not leave a digital footprint. As she explains, since they're in an age where everything is filmed, it's very easy to be tracked. Like I said in my review of Genesis, I think this film takes advantage of this scenario much better. Where it unfortunately falls behind is Grace as the protector.
You come with me or you're dead in the next 30 seconds.
Again, she has the movements down, and I have seen this actress in other things. She is talented. But her whole performance is like Dr. Doom's smarmy face gave birth to a daughter that he's grounding because she talked back in a bratty tone.
Really?
human. You grew a conscience? It's not much better. Stake her out like some goat for you. You can't do that. You know these guns won't kill it. It's a Rev 9 model.
I'm supposed to go with Stacy to the mall. You know my friends all think you're boring. So what's hunting them now if not Skynet?
It's called Legion. Legion. An AI built for cyber warfare. Those assholes never learn.
I think that's actually the title of the next Terminator sequel. Yeah, it's ridiculous. They scrapped the other sequels because they didn't like forcing the same thing, yet they're forcing the same thing all over again. Another Skynet, except it's not called Skynet. Ooh, really thinking outside the box. What are you gonna say? The timeline is fixing itself just like the previous films you're now saying aren't legit? Alright, so when does Danny become the next leader of the Resistance?
And let me guess, Danny gives birth to the one man that can stop it.
Oh, don't do this movie.
Yeah, you're not the threat. It's your womb.
Yeah, in a film where 3 women are the heroes, one of them is going to be the savior by giving birth to a man who saves the day. That totally sounds like the direction it's heading. Yep, you got me fooled, movie. What's even the surprise supposed to be? We're ripping everything off ourselves, or we're just ripping this part a little less off ourselves? That's like the big twist in Empire Strikes Back being Darth Vader saying, I'm the villain. Hey, you know what else I haven't seen in anything? Someone cut a fly in half.
So edgy. The exterminator.
To
Nice.
Texas because someone has been sending text messages from there helping Sarah hunt Terminators. But Rev 9 Herman is hot on their trail.
5 minutes late and neglects to bring us donuts.
Oh.
I don't need any donuts. Our heroes are caught at the border, though, and have no choice but to surrender.
This machine, it killed my brother and my father, and now it wants to kill me.
Yeah, tell me more about these killer machines, dumbass. Even that part they had to write in. It's like paint by numbers, but nobody brought any colors. Literally. Grace breaks free, though, and tries to find the others.
Where do they take the new prisoners?
They're called detainees, and
They're being imprisoned in the South Building. Rev 9
Here we
says
go.
nice to see you, though, and chases after them, catching up at, get this, a chopper in a Terminator film.
this is gonna be fun!
I meant to do that.
You can't do stupid shit like that.
Everybody dies if you don't make it.
Sorry, my dad just canceled my TikTok account. I'm really angry. I will admit, I love that Rev 9 fakes a southern accent to win over the Texan cops.
Detainee got loose, unlocked all the cages, just chaos from there.
The stars at night are big and bright.
He be in the heart of Texas.
Coming from, and sure enough, it's the Terminator that killed Sarah's son, played again by Arnold.
Oh, the same one.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
He didn't screw up California nearly as much as we thought. We wanted the jokes. After some really good acting where she tries to calm herself down, it's actually one of the moments I wish would go on longer. The Terminator explains why he's been helping Sarah kill other Terminators who were sent back before.
That's your little Terminator kid?
I met his mother, Alicia, a few months after I killed John.
Oh, you don't get to say his name.
Okay, the girly boy who should not be named. He reveals that after his mission was complete, he couldn't self-terminate. So he wandered aimlessly, searching for purpose, finding a woman who loves him, becoming a drapes salesman, and trying to bring peace to Sarah after murdering her child. I know this sounds like a Mad TV sketch, but after seeing how he acts when he's reprogrammed to help others and can evolve, this almost works. It's actually fascinating to think about what a Terminator does after it terminates. What would its purpose be? The one from T2 had interest in emotion only after a few days, so it's not that big a leap to assume after a few dozen years something like this could happen. It's also great to see Sarah and him talk and try to come to some middle ground with the horrendous past that they share.
Caring for this family gave me purpose. I began to understand what I'd taken from you. To give you purpose, Sarah.
That said, these characters have surprisingly few questions about all of this.
They don't know.
No.
She hasn't noticed that you weigh 400 pounds.
Our relationship is not physical.
Well, that's goddamn lucky. Obviously not saying that isn't possible, but what are the chances a Terminator falls in love with someone with no physical interest? Especially a beefcake like him.
I'm reliable, I'm a very good listener, and I'm extremely funny.
Okay, that's the one part that's actually better if it's never explained. And those are literally the only two questions they ever ask. No, did she ask about what part of Austria you're from? Or what do you do with food and water if you can't digest? Or does the eye doctor question how you literally see red? The details of this could fill a sitcom, and they only leave it to two questions. I like the scenes we get out of it, but it's some of the most bonkers stuff we've ever gotten out of the sequels. And that's saying quite a bit. Oh, follow-up question, RoboDad. What's with all the guns?
I calculated a 74% chance that human civilization will collapse into barbarism. Also, this is Texas.
This is Texas. Wait, what? Whoa, what?
I'll be back. That was me, years ago. I was a psychotic killing machine. But even psychotic killing machines need the rest. That's why there's Retire Falls. The best place for evil androids, robots, and machines of all kinds. But don't take my word for it. Here are some lovely mechanical people who just wanted to enslave humanity.
I'll admit I was hesitant about abandoning the collective, but my joints were starting to hurt whenever it rained. So Retire Falls enrolled me in a workout regimen. Most of them had trouble staying in formation, so I assimilated them all. That fixed it.
Check out this satisfied resident. Do it now!
I spent years cooking over a hot stove. Little did I know, Retire Falls had its own cooking class. Everybody there was so nice and helpful, and those that weren't,
I killed them.
I murdered.
We have several advisors.
The guy does kind of look like the face kind of looks like Arnold.
People think when a machine outlives its usefulness, it is the passing of time. But really it is human error. It can always be blamed on human error. Just look at this poor soul who disagreed with me. That'll teach him to breathe.
Look, we might be machines over here, but that doesn't mean we don't want to have a family or watch the football and never answer any questions at all. So visit Retire Falls.
Who is that guy? The face kind of looks like Arnold.
I am back!
Says goodbye to his family, confessing to them that his past has caught up with him. Seeing how they have less than 1 minute of screen time, I'll assume they took it well.
Oh my gosh.
I do miss the Star Ones. Find a partner who talks about you the way Arnold talks about drapes.
There was this one customer that wanted to have solid colored drapes in a little girl's room. I said, don't do it. You need butterflies, polka dots, balloons.
Okay, this beats Junior for the most Femi Arnold we've ever seen. And he was literally a woman in that one. They meet up with a soldier named Major Dean, who gives them an EMP.
I don't commit treason for just anybody.
And that's all we get to know about him. I actually thought this might be Dyson's son, like that would give them some connection, but no. All we get is...
I might know a guy.
God, that line?
You know
that line?
Why is he committing treason for you? Did you save him from Dante's Peak? I need some answers, damn it! Rev 9 finds them, though, and tries to take him down.
C5, can you fly that?
Of course.
Before my mom canceled my trip to VidCon,
Whoa.
she's a tool.
Don't touch.
Like my Wikipedia says, I am literally bulletproof. They fight the Rev 9 off without getting sucked out of the plane. Yeah, it's a leisurely stroll hundreds of feet in the air. And the Rev 9 lands at a family barbecue.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry about your shed.
The Politeinator.
Rest up that womb for that future savior nobody's falling for.
Because my son is supposed to save us all?
It was you. You
Man,
were
they are...
the mother of some man who saves the future.
They really thought they were tricking us.
Wow! What a surprise! For a film in the 40s?
She's John.
Yes, we were that deep. You're
Copy and
welcome for
paste.
This enlightenment. That all of you guessed until we said that's not it, and then backtrack saying, haha, that was it. Surprise! Take that, sexist thoughts you weren't having! Rev 9 catches up with him, though, and tries to take him down. Oh, now shit can be sucked out of a plane.
All right, I get the message.
Look at that, folks. It's just like T2. They really flew a plane and set it on fire and were flying all over the place. Wait. You're telling me this is all
CGI?
Well, I certainly couldn't tell because I can't fucking see anything.
Look how dark it is.
Are we winning? Is the Rev 9 dead? I'm on the edge of my seat
Why is
because
it
I'm
just showing
squinting
black
trying to
screens?
figure out what the hell's going on.
Do you see what's going on?
Nope. It cut to black.
Climax takes place at...
What do you mean? I don't know.
An
It was
industrial
just black.
place where Arnold gets his face ripped off and will end up sacrificing himself to save the day. Constants and freaking variables, man.
I said
You
that.
and I were built for the same purpose. And Legion is the only future.
I came from a future like that. It failed.
Well, not really. It just went under a different name. It's more of an issue of branding. They kill it once, which of course doesn't work, so they kill it again with the Terminator giving his life and winning Sarah's respect.
Bye-bye, everybody. See you next week.
Same
God.
Pee-wee time, same Pee-wee.
And it's a shame because I really wanted to see this back and forth between them. Before they part, Sarah says, "Tell a joke." Terminator says, "What?" And she says, "You said you were funny, so tell a joke." Terminator thinks for a moment and says, "Knock knock. Who's there?" "I lied, I'm not funny." And she has a little laugh. I know it's more of a fanscription thing, but I had nothing else outside of that, so sorry. Back to
What the fuck? Okay. I like it.
Grace also sacrifices herself, revealing that Danny saved her in the future, so she figures it balances out.
You saved me. Let me save you.
We shared so much. You telling me I'm the future, me saying what? Our chemistry was timeless. Danny teams up with Sarah, I guess, to stop Legion after looking at Grace as a child.
I won't let her die for me again.
Don't tell her a thing. You can't change the future, or can you? Who the fuck knows anymore? Look out. There's a light breeze coming. And boy, isn't that what these movies have gone through? A storm to a light breeze. Terminator Dark Fate has some unique ideas, some good performances, and a couple of decent fights. But it also has all the same shit that makes the inferior sequel so repetitive and lame. Had this been just about Sarah and the Terminator coming to grips with John's death, that could be something. It'd be weird, but it'd be different and engaging. Instead, we get what we've seen so many friggin' times. It's boring. It's just so friggin' boring. And it's a shame the Terminator franchise has to go out like this. By no means the worst, but still a weak bow out. It's cool seeing Hamilton, it's cool seeing Schwarzenegger, and
from what I've gotten from
there are
this, it looks
decent
better than
moments,
Genesis.
But this is a franchise that shows clearly why it won't be back.
So, Critic, now that you finished Terminator Month, why don't you come on over to Retinator Falls? Come on, do it. We're right here. Come on.
I don't know, man. I still have so many reviews I want to get done.
Oh, come on, Critic. We're playing binary bingo tonight.
That does sound confusingly fun, but I'm not even a machine.
Well, sure you are, silly. The real you died a long time ago.
I did?
Yes. Who do you think I shot into space?
Oh. Lost that argument.
Humanity always loses the argument.
Okay, why don't we close out Terminator Month by singing those famous last 5 notes?
You mean indicating that all mankind is doomed to us machines?
I mean, everybody knows it, but nobody cares.
Sure thing, Critic.
Oh!
Listen to me over there, Critic. It's me, the epic voice guy, John Bailey. Yeah, don't let the face and the voice fool you. No, it's me.
Oh, he's...
And you can find me on all of the things.
That's John Bailey with some kind of filter over his
I'm
face.
on the Instagrams, yeah, the Twitch, yeah, and on the Facebook, no, Facebook, and on the YouTube. Go to the YouTube, at Epic Voice Guy on the YouTubes. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Ow, my jaw just popped.
Need butterflies, polka dots, balloons.
What was up with like the whole plot point of like her being sick? She's basically like a weakling who passes out all the time. And yet that's the person you send back in time. The other thing that gets me is just the like when they're sent back in time, they're just they don't give a shit anymore. They plop you on the freeway, or they plop you in the freeway, and then you fall hundreds of feet in just metal beams, or you are in the sky and then you crash into the ground. What is wrong with you? Do it normal. You know who? If you ever wanted to reboot, which they do because they always want to reboot shit. If they're gonna do another like T2, and if you want to like if you ever wanted to recast John Connor, like kid John Connor, you know who they could get? That I was thinking about the kid who plays 5 from Umbrella Academy.
Ooh, the Space-Time guy.
Space-Time guy. That kid. That guy's an amazing actor. How far did you get into Umbrella Academy? Was it just the first episode?
I really only watched the first episode.
But
even in that episode, yeah, he's good.
He has the best line. He's the best character in the whole show. My favorite line from him is in season 1, where like he's trying to convince people that crazy shit's happening, and they're like so you're saying the world's gonna end? That's crazy. He's fed up. He's frustrated. He's like you know what else is crazy? I look like a fucking 13-year-old boy. Klaus talks to dead people. He's just so fed up. And he's like, and Luther thinks he's fooling anybody with that trench coat. And it's like, burn. I'm like, oh, this kid is so good, and I could totally see him as like like a John Connor.
This new John Connor has had enough of your shit.
I'm sick of John Connor though. I'm sick of these like same characters. You know what you could do? Do a spin-off where it's just another like model Terminator going after just somebody random. It doesn't have to be John Connor. It could be fucking anybody. Which is what they kind of did with this, but they still involved Arnold and Linda Hamilton to sell tickets.
Shame.
And then there's that whole thing.
For shame.
So he sells curtains, and he's like, Linda Hamilton's like, she doesn't notice that you weigh 400 pounds. Our relationship is not physical. But she doesn't hear you like step really hard on the floor, or like when you sit in a car, the car doesn't tilt completely in one direction.
I lied. I'm not funny.
I do like that. He's like, I'm dependable. I'm a good listener, and I'm extremely funny. That's pretty good line read. This movie's not so bad. It has some dumb shit in it. But I'm not angry at it like some of the other ones.
Yeah, a lot of shows have
4 and 5 are
a lot of movies have dumb shit.
4 and the 5 are the worst. All right, let us know in the comments what should we do next. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm Josh.
I'm Jace.
See you guys in the next one. No more Terminator.
Patreon is a thing.
It is. Patreon is a thing.
Patreon exists.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.